welcome to a Sacred Space podcast. I'm Katie, your host, and I am so excited to share with you how to create sacred space in order to heal and empower yourself. I want you to know that it is possible to live your dream life, to create amazing relationships, to experience joy daily, to be fully connected to yourself and passionate about life. No matter where you're at right now, it is possible to heal your trauma, your anxiety, and live a life beyond your wildest dreams. In this podcast, I will share with you the tools and resources I've used in order to create my dream life. And if it's possible for me, I know it is for you too. So let's get started. Hey, beauties. So it's a brand new podcast episode today. I am going to talk about how to create sacred space for heart healing. And most of this will be about how to create sacred space in the home. One of the things that I figured out on my journey toward healing and recognizing my whole self and connecting deeply with myself and with God is that in order to heal and in order to release stuck emotions, which again, like I talked about in another episode, the episode titled, I think it was the one titled, You Are Not Broken. And in that episode, I discussed how when we have stuck emotions, like emotion is emotion, energy in motion. So when the emotions become stuck, that's actually what causes this baggage and this feeling of heaviness that makes us feel like, not ourselves, like that we're broken, or that it gives us emotions of depression and that sort of stuff. So in order to release stuck emotions that happen, through life, it's just inevitable, you have to feel safe. And so one of the places that we should always feel safe is in our home. But the large majority of us do not feel safe in our own homes. And the reason for this is because we keep so many things in our homes that remind us of our pain and of our suffering. And usually it's like an unconscious thing, like we don't realize how energy works, and that everything is energy, and that we can transfer energy into things. So one of the things that I did, and I actually do this regularly and pretty much have my entire life, but is if I experience a heartbreak, I do not keep the things that remind me of that heartbreak. I don't keep things from my past. I really just don't. I let them go. I decide to give them away or throw them away or whatever the case is, because I'm not going to keep that energy stuck in myself and in my home if it's something that I'm trying to let go of. And in order to live in the now and experience a life that is filled with passion and joy, we can't be holding on to things that keep us stuck in the past. Because for one, they keep us stuck in the past. And for two, they create a feeling of being completely unsafe. And so I have a live masterclass coming up. Check my website out for details on that. But it's a masterclass on creating sacred space for manifestation. And one of the things that I'll talk about in that masterclass is how the root chakra, which is the base, like the foundational chakra for the rest of your chakras, it's in your tailbone, and it holds the characteristics of safety and security as well as manifestation. So we create everything from this base chakra. And of course, our other chakras have, take part in that as well. But the base and the foundation is the most important part. So if we don't feel safe, we can't manifest the life that we want to live. Okay, so if we are feeling insecure and unsafe and full of fear, that's what we will manifest in our lives. That's what we will create in our lives, is more situations and more reasons to feel fear, because that's what we're holding on to, and we're keeping that energy stuck in our foundation. Okay, so the first way to heal, the first step towards healing, is to create a safe space for yourself to do that. And I always recommend, especially people that are going through loss or grief of any kind, that you start doing this in the home. It's the easiest place to start your healing process, because you're a little less connected to it. You're a little less attached to it. Okay. And so the first thing you want to do, and I always recommend that you start in your bedroom. This is typically a place, like, because this is where we sleep, and it's a place that holds a lot of sensitive emotions and energy, because it's where we sleep. Hold on, I'm in my car, and I've got to open the window, because even though it's freezing outside, the sun is like so hot right now. I don't want it all the way open though. Okay. Anyways, okay. So I recommend you start in your bedroom. This is my most sacred place, is my bedroom. It's where I do all of my journaling. It's where I do my meditations. It's where I really deeply connect with myself. And if you think about it, the bedroom is such a special place, because it's where, if you have a partner, it's where you experience deep intimacy and connection with your partner. It's where we sleep. It's, where we do a lot of things that are very, like, deeply intimate. So your closet would be the first place I would start, and I would just take everything out of your closet and go through it and see what you have. Do you have old clothing from, a previous relationship? Like, especially lingerie. Do not keep lingerie from previous relationships. Okay, like, let that stuff go. And just go through your clothing and see what you have, and go through any, like, boxes that are filled with knickknacks and these sort of things. Anything that brings you pain, that makes you feel angry, that makes you feel grief, that reminds you of a loss, be willing to let it go. If you are unable to do that at this time, that's okay, because you're creating the awareness that you have it. Number one, you're creating the awareness that there is an emotional attachment to that thing, and what the emotion is, because you will feel the emotion when you touch the object. So make sure you're touching everything and sort of feeling it. Whatever you decide to let go of, make sure that you thank it in some sort of way, or bless it in some sort of way, or just energetically share some love with it before you let it go. Do not keep it in a bag in your house for 3 months before you decide to take it to the Goodwill. I always just stick everything in my trunk, so then that way, like, it gets really annoying and I go do it, because I am a procrastinator. Like, it will take me forever to take stuff to the Goodwill or to the charity. So but I always make sure to put it in my trunk, like right away, because otherwise I just won't do it. It won't happen for a long time, and then I'll be, still having all that stuff there. So whatever you do decide to give away, put it in a bag. Whatever you decide to throw away, throw it in the trash, and get the stuff in your trunk. Whatever you decide to keep, I would leave it out, just so you can keep that awareness that you have it, and sort of feel your way into being able to let it go if it's something that doesn't bring you joy, like Marie Kondo would say, or that makes you feel uneasy in any kind of way. Okay? So get your closet all cleaned out. And two, with your clothes, like a rule of thumb for myself is, like, if you haven't worn it, like in 6 months to a year, be willing to let it go. If it makes you feel like crap about your body, regardless if you like it or not, let it go. Anything that makes you feel ucky or yucky, let it go. Like today, oh my gosh. So today I have one pair of jeans. I'm not a jeans wearing person. I really don't like jeans. I don't like tight, like feeling things, heavy, tight things against my skin. But I have this pair of jeans that I bought, I don't know, like a year and a half ago or something. And since we moved to Georgia, I've gained weight, and I'm not really sure why. Like, I just have. And those jeans, I tried to put them on today and they did not fit. And at first I wanted to get like really upset about it because I've gained weight and I'm like, ugh. And even though I've been exercising more regularly than I ever have in my entire life, I've gained this weight. And so I wanted to feel really bad about myself about that. But then I remembered, like, I freaking hate jeans. I hate putting them on. Like, they look really cute. You know, everybody wears them. They're this like, you know, thing that's like standard and you should have, but I hate them. And so I was like, maybe this is like a blessing and just my body's way of reminding me that I should not be putting on things that I hate. So I immediately went and, you know, put them in the to-go pile of things to go. And I felt so much better about it because there wasn't like, they weren't in my closet anymore staring at me like, try me on, put me on, you know, you're going to hate every second of it. Okay. So, you know, just be willing to be honest with yourself and get rid of anything that just doesn't make you feel good, because as long as you are surrounding yourself with things that make you feel good, you are going to feel safe. You are going to feel safer and you're going to feel more secure. And this is going to help you so much along the process and path of healing and being able to open yourself up and your heart up, so that you can attract and create like real true love in your life, whether you have a partner or not. Okay. So then the next thing is, if you have like a dresser, you want to go through that. If you have jewelry, if you have like a nightstand that has drawers, just go through everything in your room and assess it all from a place of, you know, like, how does this make me feel? And become very aware of how each item makes you feel. And, you know, with your bedding, like, how does your bedding make you feel? Does it keep you warm? Is it comfortable? Is it something that you purchased with an ex? Is it, you know, something that makes you excited to get into bed at night? Like, just ask yourself those kinds of questions and just become very aware of that. Okay. So then the next part is to make, now that we've built like a foundation of safety and removing items that take away from your safety and from the feeling of being safe, you want to create your room in a way that, makes you feel very good and very connected to yourself. So part of this is going to involve like some visioning. This will be different for like everyone. Like, you want to pick a color that makes you feel safe. Like for me, it's pink. Pink, right now at least, for like the past, like, I don't know, couple years, pink just makes me feel safe. It makes me feel like open. It makes me feel love. It makes me feel like all these amazing feelings. So I did my room in pink and white. Everything in my room is pink and white. And then I have like some mint green thrown in there because I also love that color. So my room makes me feel very, very, very safe and very connected to my soul because I chose a color that my soul needed. Okay. And so you want to like be really intuitive about it. You want to really sit down and maybe journal about it, or just close your eyes and kind of take some deep breaths and ask yourself, like, if I could have my room any way, like, how would it look? And this doesn't have to be like a high budget deal. Okay. You can literally add like a couple of things that make you feel really good, and it will change the entire atmosphere of your room. So, or even just taking away things, again, that don't make you feel good can change the entire atmosphere of your room. All right. So then the next thing is, like, I highly recommend having a diffuser and using that like at least once a week to just really cleanse the energies. If your room feels really stagnant and you really need to cleanse, I love sage. I love saging. So get a bundle of sage and light it up and just cleanse that room out. You can also get the Palo Alto, I think that's how you say it, essential oil. I've never actually used that, but I hear really good things about it, and it does smell good. I've smelled it. I just never bought it. And you can put that, if you don't want to light things on fire, you can get that essential oil and put it in a water bottle with some water and just spray it around your room. Or you can put it in your diffuser, because it's a very strong cleansing oil, and it does smell really pretty. Okay, and part of this is because, too, like, as women, we are sensual beings. So it's really important to invoke our senses. By doing that, it really grounds us into ourselves and into our sensuality, and it does empower us and make us feel safer. So if you are smelling beautiful smells, lighting candles, using your diffuser, opening up your shades and letting tons of sunlight in, just doing things that really like open up your senses and make you feel sensual and grounded in your body. So and that's also why I use things that are like really like texturized. Like, I love soft things. I have a fluffy rug in my room that is like so soft and fluffy. I have fluffy pillows. I have like a down comforter, like find out what feels good to you and buy things that really like feel good against your skin, so you can really have that touch sense enlivened. Okay, so these are all like, start in your bedroom, make it happen, put some really good lighting in there, like the good low lighting, like with a lamp, and make sure you're getting a lot of sunlight in your room during the day, and that you have things that really like make you feel good, that invoke your five senses. Something that's pretty to look at, something that feels good to the touch, and lots of candles and smells. And also, like, don't be afraid to turn on music, like when you first wake up, and really get like your sense, your hearing sense enlivened. I love to play music in my room and really like infuse my room with like some really high vibe energy, with like some really awesome music that I like to dance to, or just that really makes me feel good. So try to practice doing things in your room that make you really, really feel good. And that will, again, create that sense of safety within this space. And then when you're ready to start the healing process, you have this safe space to do it in. You have a place that makes you feel like, okay, it is safe for me to express my emotions here. It is safe for me to look within myself and find out what's going on. It's safe for me to write down all of my feelings. It's safe for me to feel all of my feelings. And this will help you process out your emotions, reveal what's behind them, and it will, like, it's like the only thing I know that has helped me heal. I've tried over the years so many different things, and this is the one thing, just creating a safe space and a sacred space that truly shows and reflects my wholeness back to me. So those are my tips for today, and be sure that you sign up for the live masterclass. It's on my website, sacredspacewithkatie.com. I will be going deeper into this whole thing of creating sacred space for manifestation and how our chakras play into that, etc., etc. So be sure to sign that up. It's totally free. And I will talk to all of you loves soon. For free resources, ebooks, and other super awesome tools, go to my website, sacredspacewithkatie.com. I also want to remind you to subscribe so you always get the latest episode, and to leave a review so other people can find this podcast too. I super appreciate you tuning in today, and I will catch you in the next episode. Have a beautiful day.